This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And good morning. Glad to have you here. I'm Ray Collins.
Stephanie Roberts in for Jacqueline this morning. It is cold out there, and I'm a northern girl that appreciates a little cool.
Yeah.
But a little unexpected at this time in March.
Yeah, this is very cold. Let's get the tales from the vacation boy who's back in place. Meteorologist John Scalzi.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it is kind of late in the season considering spring is just around the corner. It's kind of like the last blast, I would say. This is the coldest it's going to get for the next 6 months or so. So we're looking at some pretty decent temperatures as we head into the next couple of days, but no doubt about it, this morning is chilly. We've even had back in Old Mayaca report in with temperatures. Ready? 34 degrees. Yeah, at her thermometer anyway. Most places are showing temperatures that are in the 40s locally, so that's not too bad, low 40s, but we do have some indications of 30s in some interior sections like Ona, around Old Mayaca, places like that. The area in dark blue just to our north, that's a hard freeze warning. So far, temperatures up there have dipped into the 20s, but it hasn't been for an extended period of time, so hopefully there won't be as much crop damage as there might have otherwise been. Temperatures across the state right now, as I mentioned, 40s in our neck of the wood for the most part, with 20s and 30s in the northeast corner of the state. Otherwise, we are looking at 41s, 42s, closer to the coastline, 44s, 43s, 46s, like that. As we head into the afternoon, it will be a cooler than average day, no doubt about that, but the winds will relax a little bit. That'll make it feel a bit more comfortable. Daytime highs in the low to mid 60s. Warm-up starts as early as tomorrow. If you don't like the cold weather, wait a day in Florida. That's the name of the game. Back to you.
All right, sounds fair. Hey, I dug out the jacket for the first time in weeks this morning. You may want to do the same. Taking a look at the roadways, it is quiet in Bradenton. Really slow start to the morning commute. People not out and about just yet, so no problems coming through I-75 and up and down 41 and 301. In Sarasota, also still very quiet right now. Fruitville, Bee Ridge, and Clark Roads not showing any problems, but when we take a look at 301 and 41, you can see that in and out of downtown, things honestly looking very good at this time. Does not look like we are going to have too many problems, at least in the 6 o'clock hour in Sarasota, and just as quiet down to the south. Off to a great start on a Thursday, almost Friday morning.
Topping our news this hour, the case involving a former Sarasota deputy is heading back to court this morning.
A case management hearing is expected to be held this morning at the Sarasota County Courthouse. Frankie Bybee is facing 20 charges for allegedly befriending a woman while out on a service call, stealing money through checks and ATM withdrawals, and trying to kill her, all while making it look like suicide. 5 charges have already been dropped. Bybee has pled not guilty. We're learning more about the shooting death of a woman during a Citizens Police Academy in Punta Gorda. The city is releasing the results of an investigation from Florida's Department of Law Enforcement. That investigation was based on witness testimony, police surveillance video, and forensic analysis. It reveals several details about how this incident left 73-year-old Mary Knowlton dead. Punta Gorda police officer Lee Cole accidentally shot and killed her during a role-playing scenario last summer. The report says he fired 4 bullets. 1 ricocheted off a parked car and hit her in the abdomen. She fell and hit her head on the pavement. It is all exactly as witnesses described it.
My brain is saying she's going to get up and okay, maybe she just got hurt, but she'll be okay. You just never think it's going to end that way.
The report concludes that there was no evidence that Cole intentionally shot Knowlton. It attributed the incident to his, quote, inability to differentiate between blank cartridges and .38 caliber ammunition. The department is now separating the two to prevent future mix-ups.
A follow-up now on the Manatee County couple convicted of fraud and animal abuse. The 2nd District Court of Appeals in Tampa is upholding Alan Napier's conviction. He and his wife Cherie were convicted on 8 counts of scheming to defraud and aggravated abuse back in 2015. They were arrested after a raid of their animal sanctuary. Nearly 300 animals found living in deplorable conditions. Alan's been serving a 3-year sentence ever since, while Cherie is on probation. A Sarasota County man is behind bars after an animal cruelty investigation in Nokomis. Investigators say they found 14 dogs living in confined crates and kennels without food and water and other things we won't tell you over breakfast. A veterinarian says all of the animals were malnourished. Ivan McCollum, seen here, is now facing charges for animal cruelty in this case.
The honorary counsel for the Hungarian consulate is due in court today for an arraignment after he was arrested for indecent exposure at Casperson Beach. Stephen Gargatz was one of 6 men arrested during a sting operation by the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office earlier this month. Deputies say he was lying in a hammock, completely naked and touching himself in plain sight of beachgoers. His arraignment is scheduled for 9 o'clock this morning. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office has arrested a man in connection to a bank robbery. It happened at the SunTrust Bank on 14th Street West yesterday afternoon. Deputies say James Frankie Fogarty entered the bank and handed a note to the teller demanding money. Tellers handed over the cash and he ran off, but he was found and arrested last night. New this morning, 2 government agencies are facing a lawsuit after they approved the expansion of phosphate mining in Florida. According to the Bradenton Herald, the Center for Biological Diversity, People for Protecting the Peace River, Minnesota 88, and Suncoast Waterkeepers are all suing the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. They say that allowing mining operations will irreversibly destroy native plants and animal habitats. The Mosaic Wingate East mine expansion in Manatee County is listed in the complaint. They say the Corps and Wildlife Service are violating the Clean Water Act, National Environmental Police Act, and Endangered Species Act.
Well, here's your chance to learn more today about the possible uses of medical marijuana. Max Health Oaks will host a lunch and learn event today. The event will outline the regulations about medical marijuana and the medical benefits it has for patients who qualify for it. Under Amendment 2, which passed last year, Florida residents who receive physician approval can legally use marijuana to treat conditions like cancer, glaucoma, Parkinson's disease, and other issues. The lunch runs from noon to 1 at Max Health Oaks on South Tamiami Trail in Sarasota. Construction of a medical center in Newtown is moving along. It's expected to be complete in 3 months. The Sarasota Memorial Internal Medicine Center will be about 6,000 square feet and have a dozen exam rooms. Some say the center is a major component to revitalizing Newtown.
For a long time, we've looked for methods and projects to improve this community, as the community leaders are aware of. And this is a big step forward in doing exactly that.
And a forum is set for May to explain what the center can do once it opens.
It is back to the table for Colony Resort developers after voters overwhelmingly opposed adding more than 100 more units to that property. While new plans include fewer rooms and units, construction continues to bring a newly renovated 5-star resort to the dilapidated Colony property. Residents of Longboat Key say they support redevelopment, just not the higher density that developers wanted. And they say traffic on Longboat Key is already bad enough.
It's gotten a lot worse. I've been coming down here for 20 years, and it's really, for me and my family, we're questioning even being on Longboat Key because of this.
We live mid-Key, and we went to Sarasota. It took over an hour in traffic, so that's just too much.
'Tis the season. Developers say they plan to have the Colony Resort up and running in the next year and a half. We're getting a better idea of what the new parking garage on St. Armor's Circle will look like. The city of Sarasota released this new video of a computer model that shows the proposed design for the garage. The video takes you down the street and shows you how the garage and landscaping will work on all sides. The $15 million parking garage will be built on a parking lot right next to the fire station at Adams Drive and Madison Avenue. It will add 500 more parking spaces to the area. Previously, officials determined that there is a 320 parking spot shortage on St. Armor's Circle, and this time of year, during spring break especially, it is pretty hard to park.
We didn't come for 2 days because you can never find any place to park. So I guess if I lived here, I probably wouldn't be so crazy about the idea, but as a visitor, it'd probably be helpful.
City officials say 2 more community workshops will be held before the proposed design is brought to the City Commission for approval. The goal is to have the parking garage open by the end of 2018.
There could be a period when that is going up while they lose the spots there as well.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Right, no, exactly.
Hundreds lost for a while there, but
I circled and circled on Monday looking for a spot. It takes a lot of patience. So we'll get there. We'll get there.
They
Progress.
need it. They need it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, an update now on the 5 tightrope walkers injured in Circus Sarasota rehearsal last month. The community is pitching in to help them get back on their feet and under the big top once again.
Yeah, local businesses are raising money for the Nick Wallenda Family Foundation. The nonprofit was restructured after several of Wallenda's family members fell 28 feet in a high wire accident last month. Nick Wallenda says it could still be up to 8 months before any of them are performing again, and he's asking for community assistance.
There's so many unforeseen expenses related to this accident. There's a lot that the insurance, which is limited anyways, but the insurance doesn't cover. So because of that, we're trying to raise money to help those performers to get into a position where they won't have more stress than they already have on their lives.
Nick says they hope to raise $100,000 for the injured performers. The money will help with medical bills and lost income. So far, $16,000 has been donated. I could recall being in the newsroom last month when suddenly the police scanners went wild with that accident out there. It's just a terrible moment.
Well, very scary, and certainly it had a very fortunate ending with everybody not being, critically injured.
True.
But still a lot of medical expenses.
Amazing that the injuries were not,
I know it.
more serious.
But you hate to think about the financial struggle that results from those bills.
I
so.
think there's also a GoFundMe account or something
there
that
is.
you can go on and donate a little bit as well.
Absolutely.
So we're looking at some very chilly weather outside right now. Even had some reports come in the 30s. Ouch. But that'll change over the course of the next several days. We'll talk about that in a second.
And changing just in time for a big celebration tomorrow as people get ready for St. Patrick's Day. It's also, though, a big weekend for law enforcement. We'll show you what's being done to keep you and others safe if you plan to party. 6:12, we'll be right back.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Car experts and customers agree there's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Looking at an air temperature that is definitely chilly by most folks' standards, especially at this time of year when you wouldn't expect it. 41-degree the air temperature. Dew point has fallen as well. And so I just remind you that when you take that 41-degree temperature and you start to heat it inside your home to whatever you like, 60s, the 70s, you're going to get a dew point value that is a relative humidity, rather, that is going to feel desert-like. So a lot of people will be suffering today, I think, from dry skin, chapped lips, be using lip balm this morning. But I think as we head into the next 24 hours, if you are one of those people that suffer from that sort of situation, and I know a lot of folks do, that will start to ease up just a little bit. Dew point values will start to rise as early as tomorrow, but today they are low, and so is the relative humidity, so is the wind speed is a little bit high. All of those things adding together mean kind of a high fire danger as well, especially as we heat things up today into the afternoon. Pinellas County, Lee County, both have red flag warnings up for high fire danger. We do not locally, but still the fire danger is high for us, despite the fact that we had the heavy rains to start off the week. 41 degrees in Parrish, 42 in Bradenton, 43 Lakewood Ranch, Myakka coming in at 42, 43 in Arcadia, 44 Northport. And as I mentioned, there are pockets in between these temperatures where the temperatures have dropped into the 30s. We have some independent weather reporters that have come in with 37, 35, even Becky and Myakka, 34 degrees. So chilly, chilly start. No freezing temperatures, though. That's the good news. And as we head into the afternoon under full sunshine and slightly reduced wind speeds, we'll start to see the temperatures moderate a little bit. We'll still be below average, and our daytime high coming in the low 60s to mid 60s. So that's chillier than we normally would find ourselves. But by tomorrow, we'll be right back to average. Our cold snaps don't last very long at this time of year in Florida. Not so in the Northeast. They're getting a really frigid blast left over from that major snowstorm that they had, and now another system beginning to take shape up in the northern parts of Canada and the northern tier of the Dakotas. That low pressure area exiting out of the mountains will develop into a low that'll scoot past the northern tier, leaving them with some chillier temperatures and another little quick blast of snow. But it really isn't going to impact us all that much. We have dry air in place, indicated here by this tan contour on our water vapor imagery. That's dry air at mid and upper levels and ensures us of wall-to-wall sunshine today. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon. High pressure migrates eastward. As it does so, it starts to shift our winds as early as tomorrow out of the east. That's a warming wind for us, and that takes us back to our average daytime high of about 72. And as we head into the weekend, I bet we see some upper 70s around as well. Plus, with that high pressure ridge in place, we're going to have a lot of sunshine. So cool today, dry conditions for the extended period. Actually, don't see a whole lot of rainfall in the forecast. And then that weekend warming will take us to a very lovely daytime high temperature of about 78 degrees with lots of sunshine and mild breezes. So pretty nice couple of days shaping up for us here in the state of Florida. We look for those winds to start pushing of maybe a few scattered showers over onto the other coast if you're traveling there this weekend, but we won't see any of that around here. Maybe just a few extra clouds. That's about it. Temperatures across the region tonight, probably about 45. And then as we head into the next several days, we'll warm each and every night till we get to about Saturday or Sunday when we'll be topping it out in the upper 70s. It'll carry us into the first day of spring Monday. Back to you.
Very nice. Thank you, John. Let's check the roads as you wake up on this beautiful morning. Chilly morning, of course. State Road 70, a little buildup in both directions there, particularly eastbound around 301. Be careful of that section this morning. Let's check a live picture right now of a busy area in Sarasota County. At least it'll be busy later on in the morning. Here comes a car at the 301-41 split right there on the brink of downtown Sarasota. Usually a busy spot. We'll check back there every 15 minutes, show you how that progresses. Back to the maps now, also in Sarasota County. Little buildup on Clark Road, heading toward the interstate as far as South County goes. A few spots here and there on 41. Not too bad. We'll check back shortly. It's 6:20 right now. So enjoy your St. Patrick's Day, but not too much. The Florida Highway Patrol will have DUI wolf packs out this weekend in several counties, including Sarasota and Manatee. It'll begin at 9 o'clock on Friday and go to 5 a.m. on Sunday. State troopers will focus on I-75 as well as major state and county roads. Now, if you see somebody driving erratically or aggressively, you have an option. You can dial *347 on your phone to report them. You can jot that down. If you need a safe place to get home, AAA and Budweiser will offer their tow-to-go services. The service begins tomorrow and runs through 6 a.m. on Sunday. It's available within a 10-mile radius from where you call. It's available on a first-come, first-served basis. The number to call is 855-2-TOW-2-GO.
It is a busy weekend, and the festivities are kicking off a little early for St. Patrick's Day. The Shamrock 5K Fun Run is today in Sarasota. John mentioned that it's dry out there, so there'll be 2 hydration systems where runners can get water and green beer. I'm not sure how hydrating that is, but it sure makes it fun, and it also features a costume contest. Registration to participate is $10, and you get a t-shirt, and you can join in even now. Still, just head down to the event. It is starting momentarily, or 6 o'clock this evening, rather, at Fleet Speed Sports. I thought at 6 o'clock and thought, we're drinking green beer at 6 a.m.? That's a little early for me.
That, by the way, is on Osprey near Mound across from P.F. Chang's, in case you're interested in going to that. Yeah.
Well, and great weather, a 6 p.m. run, got those cool temperatures. I'm thinking a little green beer might work just fine.
Maybe we'll see you there, huh?
It's possible.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
A trial is now getting underway in the death of a man who was shot while out Christmas shopping with his wife. She's opening up about what happened. We'll have her testimony coming up in our GMA First Look.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We just redid our kitchen, and I want to make sure everything stays looking new.
We have an entire cleaning department filled with great products for Veronica to use for every surface in her home.
Ace is the place that goes beyond scratching the surface on cleaning, so you won't scratch your surfaces while cleaning.
And you wipe it off.
Right now, buy 2 get 1 free on all gallons of interior and exterior paint. March 8th to 20th only. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Welcome back at 6:25. The murder trial of a man accused of killing a shopper at a New Jersey mall got underway with very emotional testimony from the victim's widow.
More now from Gio Benitez.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it was the holiday mall shooting that shocked the country. 30-year-old lawyer Dustin Friedland shot dead during a terrifying carjacking right in front of his wife, Jamie. This morning, the first of 4 suspects accused of Friedland's horrific 2013 murder on trial. Just 10 days before Christmas, the Friedlands went to the upscale Short Hills Mall in New Jersey for some shopping and dinner to celebrate their anniversary. When they got back to their Range Rover, she says 2 men confronted Dustin.
I saw him put the gun to Dustin's head, and I heard bang, bang, shh, and then the window shattered of the car.
For Jamie Friedland, nothing can erase the painful memory of watching her husband die. And we'll have the latest on the trial coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
I want you to show me the way.
You have a big influence on your kids, so teach them the life lesson of cooking. Begin with Ben.
Every day.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Umbrellas! You need one of these.
You wouldn't put up with an umbrella that covers you part way. So when it comes to pain relievers, why put up with just part of a day? Aleve. Live whole, not part.
Maybe I'll give it to you for half off.
Since I started Weight Watchers, I've lost over 40 pounds. I've eaten everything I love. Tacos, pasta. I've never felt deprived.
In the first 2 months, members have lost 15% more weight than on our prior program. Join for free. Hurry, offer ends March 20th.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-297-5313, go to consumercellular.com, or visit a Target or Sears store today.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $16,599. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast, more problems surrounding President Trump's proposed travel ban as a judge blocks it hours before it was set to take effect.
Plus, new developments in the case of a man facing charges in the deaths of his pregnant ex-girlfriend and a police lieutenant in Orlando. How it could change how he's sentenced if convicted.
And a story perfect for St. Patrick's Day, what one famous beer company has planned for its brewery in Ireland.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, 6:31 on a Thursday morning. I'm Stephanie Roberts, in for Jacqueline.
That's right, I'm Ray Collins. Cold, not just chilly, but cold out there today. I got the winter jacket out for this one, didn't you?
No, I did throw on a sweatshirt, which is rare for me.
A sweatshirt.
But I'm happy to say, John Scalzi, I have not touched my heat. They are shivering at home in their beds, and that is okay with me.
Nice. You know what? The same with us. We hardly even run our heat ever, even on the coldest nights. Just don't like the way it feels when you heat that inside temperature.
And it's too quick. You mentioned how quick our cold snaps are.
That's true. And usually when we get these cold snaps, the dew points have to be very, very low. So when you heat that really cold air, it gets to be just so dry inside the house. Anyway, that's us. Many people will be running their running their heat this morning, no doubt about it, and it will feel very dry inside. You probably won't like that feel. The good news is this is a short-term event. It'll stop tomorrow, and we'll start to raise our temperatures and our dew points as we head into the weekend. We do have some watches and warnings for cold, mostly to our north. That's the area shaded in blue and dark blue. Our area does not have anything associated with cold temperature warnings. We don't have any wind chill advisories, and don't have any freeze or cold air watches or warnings for our area, so that's good news. We do have some dry air in place, though, and just to our north and just to our south, we have red flag warnings up for high fire danger today. Not for our area, but that does not mean that our risk for high fire danger and rapid wildfire spread does not exist. It does, so just take it a little easy out there. We did have some pretty good rainfall earlier on in the week, and that may have helped reduce the threat a bit. We're looking at temperatures across the state that are cold up north in the 20s. Locally, they're generally speaking in the 40s, though we have had some reports of some 30s around as well, mostly in interior sections. We're warm today, but we'll still be on the cold side of average, coming in at around 62. But wall-to-wall sunshine, relaxing winds this afternoon should make for a very pretty day. Even nicer tomorrow. We'll talk about that coming up in a few. Back to you.
All right, we'll look forward to it. Thank you, John. Just so you know, we're not totally crazy. I do run the heat in my car, and you may want to do so this morning as well. It is quiet on the roadways. Nice morning commute at 6:33. No big backups in Bradenton. Some building volume east and westbound on State Road 70 as Manatee County kids get up and at 'em this morning. It's quiet with spring break in Sarasota County. No traffic going across Fruitville. Very quiet on Bee Ridge. Also Clark Road looking good. And I-75 accident and delay free through I-75. 301 and 41. A live look at a very busy intersection during these spring break weeks, but no problems at this early hour. Looks like traffic is moving well, but boy, there's been some backups by mid-afternoon each and every day, so you'll need extra travel time later in the day through downtown and out to Longboat Key. But things are looking great in South County. No accidents or delays.
Topping our news this half hour, with hours until it was set to start, a federal judge in Hawaii has blocked President Trump's newest travel ban.
This is the president gears for another fight with the release of his 2018 budget. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington.
This morning, President Trump's travel ban blocked again.
An unprecedented judicial overreach.
Trump fired up at a rally in Nashville, his signature domestic security proposal hours away from going into effect, temporarily stopped by a federal judge in Hawaii.
The order he blocked was a watered-down version of the first order.
Trump's first version to ban travelers from several predominantly Muslim countries caused chaos at airports. The revised ban exempted green card holders and existing visas, but that judge said it was discriminatory against Muslims.
I think we ought to go back to the first one and go all the way, which is what I wanted to do in the first place.
The president's next battle, his trillion-dollar budget. Today, the White House preparing to announce deep cuts. The State Department slashed by 28%. The Environmental Protection Agency, 31%. Defense getting a 10% increase, $54 billion more.
The president very clearly wants to send a message to our allies and our potential adversaries that this is a strong power administration.
Thousands of jobs gone, climate change initiatives eliminated, foreign aid reduced, is being called the America First budget.
I will not stop fighting for the safety of you and your families, believe me. Not today, not ever.
Trump's budget also calls for $1.5 billion to get his wall started on the U.S.-Mexico border, but the cuts are expected to be met with strong opposition from both parties on Capitol Hill. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
The president is also talking about that tweet accusing President Obama of having the wires tapped at Trump Tower. He still has no proof of those claims, but he's not backing down. He says a wiretap covers a lot of different things. Attorney General Jeff Sessions says he has not given the president any reason to think it was wiretapped. And some lawmakers are also casting doubt on the president's claim.
I don't think there was an actual tap of Trump Tower.
I've seen no evidence of a wiretap being requested.
Senator Graham also says he hasn't seen any evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia as well.
New developments this morning in the case against a man accused of killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend and police lieutenant in Orlando. Several outlets are reporting that the state's attorney's office will not seek the death penalty in Markeith Lloyd. Lloyd is accused of killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend in December. He is also allegedly shot and killed Lieutenant Deborah Clayton in a parking lot in January when she approached him to question about the case. Lloyd is being held in Orange County Jail. Changes could be on the way for Florida's controversial Stand Your Ground law. The Florida Senate is approving a bill that would shift the key burden of proof in Stand Your Ground cases. It could force prosecutors in pre-trial hearing to prove that a defendant was not acting in self-defense. Currently, the defense has this burden of proof. In Stand Your Ground cases, pre-trial evidentiary hearings are held to determine whether defendants should be immune from prosecution.
This bill goes in the direction that it needs to go to assure that our citizens in the state of Florida who are faced with a circumstance where they have to defend themselves don't have to prove that they were defending themselves, that burden is on the state.
Some senators feel the current standard does not need to be changed. The House version of the bill is still pending in the House Judiciary Committee.
Also in Tallahassee, Florida may soon cut food stamps for more than 200,000 residents. That's under a measure now moving ahead in the legislature. Republicans backing the move say the economy is improving and it's time to change eligibility requirements to the way it was prior to the Great Recession. The bill has made its way through 2 House committees, although a companion bill has yet to be considered by the Senate. Food stamps are paid by the federal government, but legislators have some control over who is eligible.
The Federal Reserve is raising interest rates once again. Rates went up 1/4 percentage point. This is only the 3rd time the Fed has raised rates since lowering them to 0 in 2008. Officials say there could be 2 more rate hikes this year. Central Bank Chair Janet Yellen says this is actually good news for the economy.
Overall, we continue to expect that the economy will expand at a moderate pace over the next few years.
On the downside, you can see an increase in interest rates for credit cards, car loans, and mortgage rates, but savings does get easier. Ordering fast food could get faster for McDonald's customers. The company is testing mobile ordering. Customers would be able to order and then pay through an app. The app actually tracks how far away you are from the restaurant to make sure your order is hot and fresh when you arrive. McDonald's says it will gather results from tests before it launches it nationwide at the end of the year.
Well, it sounds like a dream for beer fans just in time for St. Patrick's Day. Guinness inviting one fan to spend a night in their brewery in Dublin, the epicenter of beer. It is the first time a guest would be invited to spend a night there. They are transforming the brewery's rooftop bar into a penthouse. It's all part of a contest to take part. Fans had to describe in 200 words why they are the world's biggest fan of Guinness beer. The prize includes a round-trip flight, a butler, an exclusive tour of the brewery, a 6-course meal, and a chance to make your own beer as well. That is for the ultimate beer fan.
This makes me laugh because I remember when Disney did this at Walt Disney World to stay in the Princess Castle. Well, this is like the adult version, to stay in the beer castle.
To say the least.
I mean, really.
Oh my gosh, what fun that would be. So how many word essay?
200 characters. Yeah.
Characters? That's just an expanded tweet.
Really? So it could be all emojis.
I see 3 characters right here.
That's right. Exactly.
And even more so if we stay in the beer castle.
Oh, can you imagine? We have some very chilly weather out there to start off your morning. I don't know how those two stories might relate to each other, but let you be the judge. We'll look for some more warming weather, though, as we head into the weekend. Complete forecast in a minute.
You can keep the beer cold outside today.
That's right.
We'll be back.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Every now and then, factories authorize us to give deep discounts on furniture. And that time is now during the Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale at Bacon's Furniture and Design. Shop the Flex Steel styles you love like Brandon, Dillon, Crosstown, Fleet Street Sectionals, and more. All at the guaranteed lowest authorized prices. Experience the beauty, the functionality, the quality for years to come with a lifetime warranty on Flex Steel's patented spring construction. The Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale going on now only at Bacon's Furniture and Design.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Our temperature comes in at 41 degrees, and as I've mentioned, we've had a few reports from some independent weather stations of temperatures in the 30s. So there's definitely some cold air out there, particularly in pockets and inland areas. But as you get closer to the coast, 40s is pretty much the rule. 25-degree dew point, northeast wind coming in at about 7. Beautiful starry sky out there, just a pristine, beautiful sky. That will lead to a lot of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. You're going to like the weather, I think, as we head into the next couple of days, particularly. If you're a cool weather fan like I am, I always enjoy cooler weather, why today is going to be an exquisite afternoon. Temperatures will be in the probably low 60s. Cool for some folks, not for others. And the winds will start to die down just a little bit, which will make it feel very comfortable, I think, to a lot of folks. 42 degrees, Wauchula, 42 in Arcadia, 42 Mayaca, 40 Parrish, 41 in Bradenton, 49 Longboat Key, 47 degrees in Venice, 48 in Inglewood, 44 in Northport. Temperatures doable this morning, but certainly on the chilly side of average. We're not seeing the temperatures like they're seeing in North Florida, where they have 20-degree readings up there. Well, 29, 28, 27-degree readings in some locations between Jacksonville and Gainesville. Not a lot of cloud cover around either. Beautiful stargazing weather today, tonight. It'll be absolutely exquisite. Beautiful starry skies with very little cloud cover. And as we head into the next several days, the big high-pressure ridge, which is providing cloud-free skies across much of the deep south and mid-Atlantic back into the Ohio Valley, that will be gradually drifting closer to the eastern seaboard and out into the Atlantic. That's a big weather changer for us. Big weather changer for parts of the northern states will be this area of disturbed weather taking shape. That'll be another snow producer that'll produce a quick blast of snow for the Ohio Valley and parts of upstate New York. Nothing like the last one. No more 40-inch snows with this storm, but it will reinforce the cold air already in place. Dry air indicated here by this tan colorization across the state of Florida promises us plenty of sunshine to start moderating and modifying the air mass that's over us now. As that high moves toward the Atlantic, our winds shift eastward. May pick up an isolated shower or two if you're spring breaking over on the other coast. This weekend, you may see an isolated shower, but you'll also see some stronger onshore winds as well. So watch for rip currents over on the other coast this weekend if you're traveling to that location. Otherwise, the position of that high moving east warms us. We get back into temperatures that'll be at average by tomorrow and probably above average as we head into the weekend. So a warming weekend ahead, but dry conditions. As I mentioned, the only place that's going to see any rain showers, I think, might be the other coast into the southern tip. Otherwise, we may pick up a little extra cloud cover Sunday or Monday, or even as we head into Saturday, but that's about it. The snowstorm basically affects the Ohio Valley and upstate New York as well as the western Great Lakes. It leaves a lot of the country alone, so this will not be like the last one. Temperatures across the region moderate. As we head into the weekend, we're in the upper 70s. First day of spring will probably feature a 78-degree temperature. Beautiful. Back to you.
Thank you, John. Checking Suncoast traffic right now. A bit of a buildup now in Manatee County around downtown Bradenton. Kids are off school next week. They're in school this week in Manatee County. Farther south into Sarasota, I'll show you a live picture right now of the area between 41 if you go left and 301 if you go straight. This is looking north. Very busy area, picking up speed right now. There's a Publix right there to your right, condo complex to your left, and a lot of traffic right now, particularly later on in the day as well. Let's show you the rest of the maps now in Sarasota County. We do have an issue not too far from 681 north of it, northbound lanes of exit 200. So avoid that area if you can avoid the interstate there, northbound. Also in the 41 southbound lane around Business 41, a slowdown there already, and a little slowdown there on 41 out by Warm Mineral Springs. Otherwise, good to go at 6:47 on this Thursday morning.
In our health news this morning, there are foods out there that most people assume are healthy, but they're actually not. Or they come along with so many extras it negates the healthful benefits. Kim Hutcherson explains in today's Health Minute.
Nothing makes you think natural like granola. But while it can contain healthy ingredients like oats and nuts, it can also pack in the calories, up to 600 calories per cup, often with lots of added sugar. So go easy on your breakfast granola. There are several foods out there that may have healthy properties, but aren't always as healthy as people think, depending on what's in them. Yogurt is a good example. Greek yogurt with no added sugar makes for a rich protein and calcium-filled snack. But sweetened varieties can pack up to 8 teaspoons of sugar. You're pretty much in dessert territory at that point. Everyone loves popcorn, but that tub you buy at the movies could pack 1,200 calories in a medium bucket, and that's without the butter. Nutritionists say it's better to opt for the healthier air-popped variety. And finally, salad. A salad with lots of veggies or tuna is good. A salad with crunchy chicken, bacon, and cheddar is not so good. Experts say a salad can get so loaded with high-calorie extras, you would actually be better off having a burger. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
Good to remember. Switching now to entertainment news, Rolling Stone magazine is celebrating 50 years on the stands.
Yeah, to honor that milestone, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has a new exhibit of the magazine. It'll include rarely heard stories, original manuscripts, music reviews, and audio interviews. Famous covers also like Elvis Presley and Chuck Berry. It opens this May in Cleveland. The magazine first debuted in 1967.
Speaking of pioneers, expect to see another familiar face on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Remember Mr. T? He says he's ready. And ready for what, you ask?
Pain, pain,
Pain, like it's gonna be pain on my toes, my knee joints, and all that.
Mr. T joins Nancy Kerrigan, The Bachelor Nick Dial, Olympic gymnast Simone Biles, and others all vying for the Mirrorball Trophy. The new season of Dancing with the Stars premieres Monday.
March Madness premieres today, and in previous years, just like now, former President Obama has his own bracket filled out. His Final Four includes no big surprises: Duke, Kansas, North Carolina, and Arizona. He also sees Duke and Carolina in the finals and predicts Carolina will cut down the nets. The Tar Heels he thinks will win. The round of 64 begins today at noon.
After losing in the buzzer beater last year, I think it's their turn. That's for
That'd be
sure.
a good comeback.
So, remember, you do still have to work today, even though March Madness is all day long.
Productivity tends to go down, they say.
Yeah, it's online. You can kind of pull off both at once. Trust me, I'm going to try.
I've tried.
Stay with us.
Local news headlines and the forecast with John after this.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-652-3012. That's 1-800-652-3012. Call now 1-800-652-3012. For a free brochure, call 1-800-652-3012.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
wonder.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Welcome back. Checking headlines now on this Thursday morning.
Former Sarasota deputy appears in court this morning. He's accused of trying to kill a woman he met after a routine call.
Well, enjoy St. Patrick's Day, but not too much. The Florida Highway Patrol will be out with their DUI wolf pack out over the weekend. Also, tow-to-go services are available this weekend.
Important to keep in mind. Also, a couple of problems on the roadways this morning. We've got southbound 41 in Palmetto blocked at 23rd Street. Okay, that's going to be a problem heading over the bridge there as we get busy in the 7 o'clock hours. So you may want to choose an alternate there to 41 southbound. Also, as we move through Sarasota, looks like building volume now southbound into town on North Washington and also on 41. Things looking good coming across Fruitville, Bee Ridge, and Clark roads. And we now have an accident to report on I-75. It is in the northbound direction after exit 200 as you head up to Clark Road. There does not look like it's causing any slowdowns. Don't forget the jacket, huh, John?
Yeah, if you're not a fan of the cooler weather, you'll probably want to, you know, just throw on a light jacket.
Stay in bed?
Or that. You'll be able to lose that jacket, I think, by tomorrow. Not today, though.
Yeah.
It'll be cool. We've got a brisk wind still coming in out of the northeast. Our daytime high today probably only in the low 60s.
Well, he didn't win the dog show, but he's a winner online. Ollie the Jack Russell Terrier has gone viral. Face plant at the UK dog show. Got right back up. Let's see it go. Oh, gosh. He used the skills course as his playground, went back a 4th time. Even his owner couldn't keep up. The video has now reached over 6 million views on the YouTube channel.
What's so funny about it to me is that I think he actually was trained to do the course, but he had this moment where I don't think he cared. He like barreled through it. Like, you know what? You can train me all you want. I'm still a dog.
I'm the
You
boss.
know what? We had a dog that did that kind of agility stuff, and they love it.
Oh, it's
they just
so
love
stimulating.
it if they're, you know, bred to that kind of thing or enjoy that kind of running.
Nope, great for dog and owner.
Enjoy your Thursday, folks. Good Morning America is next.
Have a great day.